New Year's Eve turned into a nightmare for a 20-year-old girl in Delhi as the police hunt for proof. Now a mystery pillion rider and CCTV footage have added a new twist. Times Now is the only channel, in fact, getting you the inside track of what happened that night with the help of these 5 pieces of CCTV camera footage. We try and piece together the truth of the 31st of December.
It was a night of brawl, betrayal, and then a bloody murder. Times Now pieces together the CCTV footage to reveal what really happened that night. How Anjali's New Year turned into a nightmare. 1:16 a.m. The first CCTV footage shows Anjali and her friend Nidhi leave a hotel. The video shows the two girls get into a scuffle which turns into a fisticuff. They can be seen quarreling and yelling at each other. The reason behind this fight is being ascertained. 1:30 a.m. After tempers simmered, the girls drive away in a scooty. This time the friend was driving the scooty and the victim was riding pillion. After some time, the victim took over the wheel and her friend sat behind her. 2:10 a.m. The third CCTV shows the two girls drive by on a scooty. About 40 seconds later, a Baleno car can be seen speeding away in the other direction, allegedly after hitting the scooty.
Once again come to the location and we are trying to piece together all the sequence of incident according to the CCTV footage which we have managed to access.
Police say this accident happened around 2:10 a.m.
Well, try to show this angle also, the road you can see. From here only the Baleno car moved and dragged that girl from the scooty, and the second girl, today we just saw in the CCTV footage, the second girl, her friend, she ran away. What happened, the actual situation? Priyank, this is the most important thing. A family is also trying to find out because family is not knowing that friend.
The fourth video shows the car of the accused take a U-turn after the accident. The victim's foot got stuck in the wheel of the car and police claim that her friend survived with minor injuries and she fled the spot. She didn't inform the police or even try to trace Anjali. The fifth video very clearly shows the victim being dragged away by the car. For 73 minutes, over 13 kilometers, she was dragged to her death. A chilling end to a young life.
You're watching the News Hour at 10. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Dr. Suman Siraman and Akashdeep Muni, both political analysts with us. Aved Bhushan, retired ACP Delhi Police. Nighat Abbass, spokesperson of the BJP, for whom I have the first question. We were assured yesterday that heads would roll in the Delhi Police. Still hasn't happened. Nighat Abbass?
No, see, the government of India, the Home Ministry and the LG of Delhi has already raised an issue and a concern over the entire incident, and they have already told the officials to take the strict actions against the police officials who have shown the negligence in the incident, and the probe has been set to see that the investigations are done properly. And
but most people are asking, how can the police probe the police's behavior? So you have a senior police officer, Shalini Singh, who is carrying out the investigation.
Today I'm not here to defend the Delhi police. Delhi police stands accountable here. Padmaja,
sure,
Delhi
but who will answer for the Delhi police? The Delhi police reports
right
to the
now
centre.
What we're seeing is more.
And how can the police investigate the police?
Inquiry which is being held. No, there's an inquiry which has been set, and the government is taking the cognizance of it, which is why the Home Ministry has already taken the charge of it, and they've told the senior officials to take the charge and set an inquiry inside. And
okay, so that inquiry is happening, but Ved Bhushan, can we trust that inquiry? As a lay person, all that one is thinking is, how can the police investigate the police? If the constable, the beat constable messed up or the DCP messed up,
but
how can I expect the special CP to investigate the DCP?
पद्मजा, इसको दो पार्ट में हम करके देखते हैं। एक तो जो ग्लेरिंग लैप्सेज आ रहे हैं और दूसरा इन्वेस्टिगेशन का पार्ट है, जो तमाम चीजें निकल कर आ रही हैं, बयान हो रहे हैं, सेक्शन अमेंड हो रही हैं और तमाम जो चीजें हैं जो 60 दिन तक इन्वेस्टिगेशन की जाएगी, वो उसका पार्ट है। जो फर्स्ट पार्ट में जहां नेग्लिजेंस है, ग्लेरिंग जो मिस्टेक्स नजर आ रही हैं, आपको याद होगा निर्भया केस के अंदर 2 इंक्वायरी सेटअप की गई थी। एक होम डिपार्टमेंट ने की थी, दूसरा हाई कोर्ट के जस्टिस की अगुवाई में चेयरमैनशिप के अंदर एक इंक्वायरी हुई थी। उस पर 2 डीसीपीज को हटाया गया था, उनके खिलाफ कोर्सिव एक्शन लिया गया था। इट वाज डीसीपी ट्रैफिक एंड अदर वाज डीसीपी पीसीआर। जो पीसीआर इज द फर्स्ट रेस्पॉन्डर इन दिल्ली, ऑलमोस्ट ये जूम किया जाता है कि फर्स्ट रेस्पॉन्डर पीसीआर थी। इस केस के अंदर पीसीआर बिल्कुल फेलियर थी एज पर मिस्टर दहिया। He said that he called 22 times to PCR but none one returned. तो ये जो लैप्सेज जो इसमें आ रहे हैं, लैप्सेज नजर आ रहे हैं, उसके लिए जो एक इंक्वायरी शालिनी सिंह की अध्यक्षता में या लीडरशिप में बनाई गई है, वो अपनी रिपोर्ट्स देगी। उस रिपोर्ट्स के बाद में जरूर एक्शन होगा। इसमें मैं भी मानता हूं कि कुछ ना कुछ बहुत बड़े लैप्सेज हैं, क्योंकि एक लड़की एक इतने लंबे टेस्ट तक उसको कोई भी चेक नहीं कर पाया, पीसीआर की कॉल अटेंड नहीं हो पाएगी।
परंतु जहां तक acceptance of lapses, let the inquiry conclude, and as it is after 3 days, new facts are emerging. Dr. Sumansi Raman.
No, this is not about new facts emerging or otherwise, but even prima facie, as the gentleman pointed out, there are very severe glaring lapses which have come to the fore. Now, we can make this a political game of, who blames whom and so on. But the bottom line is that this is not a political issue. This is something on which every right-thinking citizen needs to think the same way and ensure that such lapses in the investigation and in the response of the police does not happen again. So I'm really appalled to see, even something as ghastly as this being politicized and being made, what Aam Aadmi Party says, what BJP says, who Delhi police comes under, and so on. I think it's very sad, Padmaja, that we are reduced to this. And such a tragic incident is being used to score political points.
But do you think that the trajectory the investigation is taking is satisfactory?
No, I think, look, there are clear now cases where there is a witness who has come on record saying that they tried to contact and there was a delay of more than 60 minutes in the initial response and so on. Now, somebody has to be held responsible, right? I mean, how long will you go on saying that the investigation is going on? Very often, the prima facie response could be transferring people or, suspending people if serious, faults are noticed and so on. But in this case, I think whatever else we do, it has become very clear that there have been lapses. Big lapses.
Okay, there have been lapses. An investigation is happening. Nobody is saying that, we are denying what happened, Akash Deep Muni. Can the politics stop? Literally, no one here on the panel is also saying that, no, there haven't been lapses.
I'll summarize everything. Padmaja, after 1 year, on your channel, I'll come. And these type of incidents will again happen. Trust me on this.
God forbid, sir, I mean...
Let me complete. 22 calls have been made. 60 minutes, the police did not react. 3 PCR vans passed away. They did not even see. We have to bring in strong law and order in Delhi. 41% rise against crime against women in Delhi. As per NCRB in the last 1 year, we have to enrich our law and order situation.
Without meaning to take away from the gravity of the crime, you do know that this is more of a political statement. This is now emerging as a case of hit and run. According to an eyewitness, that girl who is an eyewitness, who was a friend.
I'm only focused on the facts of the case.
The facts of the case, according to the police, I'm talking about the facts of the case, according to the police, are that this was a terrible, terrible case of hit and run by 5 drunk, disgusting men. But to make it, and yes, there are horrible lapses by the police for which definitely there should be accountability.
No,
but for you to talk about and bring in the angle of women's safety.
I want to ask the BJP spokesperson here, why the DCP police is still the DCP police in charge in Delhi?
Answer that, Nighat Abbass. Why is the DCP
really
still the DCP?
Padmaja, today I really think, no, Padmaja, this is really disheartening. Padmaja, this is really disheartening to see. Right now what I'm seeing, Akashdeep is trying to just politicize the entire incident. Instead of asking for justice for that poor girl, what he's trying to do is, bring the blame on Bharatiya Janata Party's government and all of that nonsense. Stop doing that. This is not the time to do that. This is not the time to politicize. Even I can do that and you'd be just, trying to look for answers now. What if I ask you, where were the CCTVs? There was no monitoring of CCTVs, the street lights. What if I ask you, why was the delay in the post-mortem? Why the Delhi government did not set up a panel of doctors to have a post-mortem then and there? Why has it been delayed? So let's not go on there. What is important is that right now, what the kind of evidence is, the girl, there's a new witness who has come, Nidhi, who's the friend of that poor girl, the girl who passed away. There has to be different angles. The police needs to investigate it much further. There are different angles. The new stories are coming up. Different witnesses are coming up with diversified stories, with diversified, situations and conditions. We need to look, the police need to look forward to that and need to investigate it properly once again. In the initial, conversations we were having that this girl was working
by
with
all
an
means, by all means, on two counts, you're absolutely right that politics is not taking this case anywhere, that there are various new details which are now emerging, but there's one detail that remains constant in all of this, is that there was dereliction of duty. There has already been 3 days that have passed since the actual ghastly death of a young girl. However, accountability of those who let her down has still not been fixed. And that really remains a sore for everyone who is tracking this case. We're hoping that action comes sooner rather than later. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, and Nighat Abbass for joining me.